Hey, my name is Brian Page, and I'm the world's leading trainer on how to make money in real estate without actually owning any properties. And I've helped people all around the world to start making money on the home sharing sites, and I want to teach you how to do the exact same thing. My story is I was a real estate investor right out of college, started flipping properties. Things were going well right up until the point that the real estate crash happened. I went from living in my dream home, millions of dollars in real estate in my portfolio, to nothing. Ended up renting a little 2-bedroom apartment, and I'm in this thing going to a job that I hate every single day. And I knew that I had to find a way to start creating passive income again. And I had nothing. I had nothing to use to be able to start creating extra income, except that I had a spare room. Little did I know that this one idea would go on to birth an entirely new industry and millions of dollars. Based on my success with Airbnb and with using other people's properties, I'm going to teach you the 5 L's to be able to use properties you don't own to start making money today. So the first of the 5 L's is location. The second L is lease. And the third L is make livable. We got to get this property ready for guests. And the fourth L is list. And the final L, and perhaps the most important, is leverage. I'm going to teach you how to leverage other people's time to be able to free up your own. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go after properties that are for rent, not for sale. We're going to find places that are already available on the rental market. In order to be able to find properties that are on the market right now for rent, we're going to look in 2 places. One is online, and the second is offline. You're simply going to go online and search for the name of your city plus rentals. And that'll bring up all kinds of websites like Zillow or Realtor.com or PadMapper or Craigslist even your local paper. One of the best tips I can give you for locating properties is to look for any property that's within 1 to 2 miles of a hotel. Why? Because people go to hotels when they need a place to stay short term. In fact, whoever built that hotel spent millions of dollars to put it right there in that location. So that may tell you something. As one of my students once said, all you have to do is steal 1 room from that hotel and you have yourself a successful Airbnb. Why would an owner let you do this with their property? Why would an owner not just do this themselves? What I've found is that owners are generally looking for 2 things. They're looking for somebody that's going to pay the rent on time, what they're asking, and somebody that's going to take care of the property. Now, if you can convince them that you're going to pay on time and you're going to take care of the property, they will generally let you do this. Now, not everybody will, but in this business, it's just a numbers game. If you go out and talk to a few people on a weekend, you'll find one that will say yes. Now, the third L of the BNB formula is to make it livable. Now, what does that mean? That means we're going to get the property ready for the guests. We're going to stage it and furnish it unless it's already furnished. And then we're going to put the right amenities in place so that those guests feel welcomed and are going to give us 5-star reviews. Now, staging might sound like the same thing as furnishing, but it's not. Staging is what you do to paint a picture of that property in the mind of your guest. Staging is important for 2 things. Number 1, the photos, so that you project this property on the site that is a place that people want to book. And number 2 is for the guest experience, so that when they show up to the property, not only are they wowed, but they give you a 5-star rating. And if you want a really good place to get ideas, go on Google Images and search for hotels and resorts and look at what hotels do. Look at the way they market their rooms and the way they market their properties. Now, the most important thing that you need to remember when you're furnishing a property is that you don't have to spend a lot to make the place look amazing. Most people overspend when they try to furnish a property. For example, most of the furnishings that you can buy can be very high quality used furniture, and you can buy everything used for the listing except the mattresses, of course. And oftentimes you can get things very inexpensively online. For example, on Amazon, you can buy your furniture and have it delivered right to the front door of your listing. The third thing to consider when you're trying to make a listing livable is the amenities. Now, once again, we're going to steal ideas from the hotel industry. Think about when you go to check into a hotel, all the things that you get for free, what I call freebies. So this might be the soaps and the shampoos, it might be the coffee and the cream or the waters that they give you complimentary. You want to think about providing all those same amenities for your guests, but then taking it to the next level. You want to go above and beyond what the hotels are doing. That's how you wow your guests. Step number 4 in my 5-step formula is to list the property. Listing is defined as putting the property on the home sharing site and making it available to book. Now, there are 2 main things that you need to excel at when you list a property. Number 1 is how you describe the property in the titles and descriptions on the site. And number 2, and the most important thing, is the photos that you use to sell the property. When you go to create descriptions that are going to catch people's attention and make them want to book your property, you don't want to stick to the facts. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 5 miles from town. That's a horrible way to describe a property. What you want to do is you want to paint a picture the same way that we did it when we staged the property. For example, one of the descriptions I have on one of my listings is, welcome to your own private hideaway. A lovingly renovated 3-bedroom cottage that's turned into your peaceful home away from home. So the idea here is that you're making your guests feel like they're on vacation rather than just simply renting a place. And step number 5 in my 5-step BNB formula process is leverage. I define leverage as using other people and the services they offer as a way to remove myself from the day-to-day operations. You cannot scale a BNB business if you're doing it all yourself. And in fact, I would tell you to do almost nothing. The main areas I want you to leverage are, number 1, cleaning. I don't want you making beds. I don't want you cleaning properties. I want you to leave that to the professionals. Number 2, a handyman. We're gonna need somebody who's on call and ready to go if something were to go wrong. And the third and most important way to leverage is to use your virtual front desk. Your virtual front desk is your version of a front desk that you would see at a hotel. Now, this person is not only going to take care of the guest requests, as in, I need more towels, they're also going to communicate with your guest every time a question comes up. So once you're able to leverage these teams, you can remove yourself from the operations of your own B&B. Maybe you want to try this. Maybe you want to start your own home sharing business. Maybe you want to learn how to house hack where you live. Well, if that's you and you want to work with our team, we can help you. We can actually help you one-on-one to be able to start getting results and getting properties in your own area where you live. If you want to learn how to do that, look somewhere around this video. You'll see either in the description or you'll see a button. You can click and talk to our team. We'll walk you through step by step a game plan to help you start making money on Airbnb.